What's up, guys? El Navajero here. Wanted to give you guys a really special video here. These knives were provided to me by a really cool subscriber. His name will magically appear right here. And I've been allowed to check out these knives, and this pair of 3's were sent to me, and I have been absolutely loving them. So overall, I wanted to give a huge shout out to him and to thank him for that. So let's get right into it. Kind of my thoughts on the Para 3. Let's get overall as far as like dimensions and stuff. This knife is coming in at 7.2 from tip to butt, which is the absolute perfect kind of sweet spot for me as far as maybe around like 7 inches to 7.5. I absolutely love that size for a knife, and it's about 4.29 on the handle and 3 inches at the blade length. Yeah. So we have the FRN version here. We have the G10 version here in Blurple. And yeah, they are absolutely amazing. I absolutely love the design overall and the function of the Para 3. This one right here, we'll talk about it a little bit more, and then we'll get to the G10 version. This is kind of like your base model, lightweight version right here with FRN scales, contoured, really nice chamfered edges on all of this right here. Really grippy texture here on the actual like scale or handle. You have a wire pocket clip that is reversible, so you can reverse it. On this one, you are sporting a CTS BD1N steel. And I have to say, guys, this steel, although, I have not really seen it on any other knives. I've only heard of Spyderco using it, and it being, more of a budget-oriented knife steel. It's really, really nice. I'm pretty sure Spyderco, is heat treating this very, very well. I can definitely attest that, I use this at work, and it's still, shaving through paper or slicing through paper very, very easily. So the dimension on this blade stock right here is 14 or 0.14 thick, which is quite thick, but it does not feel like a thick blade stock. It comes down to a really, really fine point right here at the end, and the nice flat grind that it has, really cool, like light, subtle stonewash in this as well, allows for it to slice super easily through material. I'm using this mostly for, EDC and cardboard, plastic, things like that, your basic, cutting tasks and stuff. But I could definitely see this as a, heavy duty work knife, super lightweight in pocket. You really hardly feel it. I mean, even in hand, it feels super, super light. Hence it being called the lightweight. So yeah, really nice texturing. Absolutely love the jimping back here, which Spyderco does really aggressive jimping, and I actually really enjoy it and like it. You have a perfect fit in my hand right here, and you can choke up right here. It feels super, super nice. Nice jimping right there on that choil as well. And the security on the grip feels really good. You feel really nice and secure. You definitely feel in control, especially up here on that choil. I really like the blade shape on this. It cants down, and it is in line with the pivot, so you can poke and make your cut very, very easily. I kind of had it in my mind that this was going to kind of be an upswept kind of point, and it was kind of going to be hard to make my cuts and stuff, but this is a perfect blade shape for EDC, I think. It's flat down this way, and again, in line with that pivot, so you can just poke and make your cuts. Whether that be for even, like food prep and stuff, you can cut things with, slicing, you can go ahead and, make your draw cuts like that, or if you want to get up on the choil and make more precision cuts. I mean, this is a really, really versatile blade shape, I think, and, given the history with the Para 3, how so many people call it, you know, the perfect EDC knife. I can see why. I mean, it's just so versatile, and the uses that you can get out of it are, I mean, it's amazing, really, how easy it is to, you know, make your cuts and just fidget. Oh, this thing is a fidget monster. Even though it is running on washers, I believe this one's running with 2 washers, if I'm not mistaken, and this one only has 1. But it's still, you know, it still takes a bit of a flick, but it's really nice and fidgety because of this compression lock. And my boy right here did add on the little like push button to the compression lock instead of having to go in there for that liner. This makes it a little bit easier to just go ahead and press with the kind of like the meat of your pointer finger. You can just go ahead and press up on that and it drops it down. So that's really, really easy. Super, super fun to actuate. This knife, again, I took it to work, and I mean, just how easy it was to pretty much draw out of pocket, make my cuts, and put back in was super, super easy, and much appreciated. So yeah, compression lock, absolutely love it. Super secure, feels solid. I would say that I prefer this than maybe even like the button actuated liner locks that have been more popular recently. So I would wish that more companies would use the compression lock. I'm not sure if Spyderco has some type of patent or anything, but I mean, why aren't more companies using this? Because it is absolutely amazing. Spidey hole, of course, everybody loves it. And if you don't, it's because you probably haven't tried it. You know, I was one of those few, but now that I've had a couple Spydercos in hand, you know, I definitely get it. It's really, really fun to actuate, whether middle finger flicking it or thumb flicking it. It's really easy. You just got to get used to it a little bit, especially also disengaging. You know, takes a little bit of a wrist flick, but really, really nice action. I love it. I don't want to put it down. So yeah, really like this FRN version, really enjoy it. Another thing I noticed actually is this has no actual, does it have liners? It has no liners inside. I see a partial liner in here on this side, but this whole other side is just FRN. So again, adding to that lightweightness. Really, really cool design right here. Golden, Colorado, USA Earth. You know, billboarding on Spydercos and stuff, the little Spyderco and stuff. Not too bad. Again, love that light stone wash on this. Really, really cool. Moving on, the Blurple G10. This one's coming in CPM S110V. So this one, honestly, it's a little smoother than the lightweight. So this one is definitely a little bit more fun to fidget with. And a couple things about this one right here. You know, my boy Kevin did let me know that this is his daily user. He let me know that he has cut baling twine, banana leaves, webbed pallet straps, boxes. He does even like food prep, cutting fresh fruit and fish with this. He is in a more tropical environment, so you know, he definitely gets good use out of this, and I can see why, because of the all-around design. I mean, it's so compact, big handle, so handle to blade ratio, it's a bit, you know, off, I guess, not the norm, but it really works. As always, I forgot to do size comparisons, but no worries. Through the magic of editing, it will look flawless in the video. Here it is next to another type of kind of liner button actuated compression style lock. The Remet Rhino, it is a bit bigger than the Remet Rhino. Let's put it with the Demco Shark Cub, the budget version. And it is a little bit bigger, just a little bit bigger than the Demco. And then let's do it with this one that has a little bit of purple in it, kind of to match the Para 3 in Blurple. And the Kubikoas here is a little bit longer than the Para 3, just by a little bit. And lastly, let's throw in the CBB Cupid. So CBB Cupid is looking at about the same size, probably. Looks about to be the same. Maybe the pair of 3's a little bit shorter, but that's a good size comparison. Back to the video. I really like it. I can see how, you know, he uses this to make his cuts and stuff, cutting twine, cutting, you know, into, you know, fresh fruit, making slices and stuff, maybe even like taking the skin off a fish. I mean, this is such a versatile type of blade shape that I can see him doing all those things with ease. Again, this one right here has that added on little button, you know, just for ease of deployment and, or not even deployment, sorry, disengagement of the lock. And I believe this is a aftermarket pocket clip as well. Works really well on here too. Nice little stone wash on that. That's cool. So, you know, kind of making it his own. And S110V, you know, nice satin finish on this one. Ridiculously sharp. I mean, this thing is, it's crazy sticky sharp. Another thing actually he mentioned is that 3 days prior to sending this out to me, these two knives right here, with this one in particular, he went ahead and butchered a wild pig. So yeah, he was able to take down a whole pig, and yeah, it goes to show the use of this knife. And I love that. I love hearing, you know, his specifics of, you know, how he used his knife and how he was able to butcher a whole pig, you know, with just one knife. And it was probably easy for him, you know? So yeah, such a cool knife, such a versatile knife, I feel, for EDC and even for like work. So yeah, really awesome. Oh, and he did mention also that it was delicious, by the way, if you guys were curious about that. Now, the main thing I wanted to do is kind of check these knives out. I am planning on purchasing my first pair of 3, so it was very interesting for me to carry these two and kind of more or less make up my mind which one I wanted to go ahead and purchase in the future. And from what I've kind of gathered, I absolutely love this G10 version right here. It is a bit more stout and thick. This one has liners inside of it, so you can definitely feel the heft to it, and a bit thicker slab of G10 on there, so it feels in the hand quite well. Super comfortable. It feels super heavy duty as well, so that's really good. And we have the lightweight one right here, which has a bit more chamfering and roundness to these scales, so it kind of does mold a little bit better to your hand. Another thing is that obviously the lightweightness of it, you know, really just helps not even feel it. I mean, if that's something that you enjoy. I know I did enjoy it. It was very easy to carry and bring in and out of pocket. And the CTS BD1N actually held up really well. I was really impressed with it. I have not, you know, had to hone it at all or put on the strop or anything. It's still cutting through paper very easily. So yeah, shout out to Spyderco and whatever they're doing with this CTS BD1N. But all in all, I think my pick for the one that I enjoyed a bit more, and maybe I'm biased because I took this one to work and probably made a couple more serious cutting with this, is the lightweight. I really enjoyed it. I really liked it. I think this was, you know, made after, I believe, than the G10 version. And I think they took a little bit of, you know, what they learned from the G10 version and, you know, implemented and made it to where this is kind of perfect for EDC or even work, either or. So I think I like this. I think my next knife should be either a Spyderco or my next big purchase, at least, is going to be a Spyderco, a lightweight version. Not sure if I'm going to go for the CTS BD1N or something else, but I definitely like this version of the pair of 3. So huge shout out again to Kevin and for being so gracious and letting me check these out. For future reference though, if anybody does want to send me anything in particular, I would super appreciate it, but I kind of would rather you guys send me things for me either to keep or for future giveaways. I had a situation where I had to send back a knife to a subscriber, and unfortunately it was lost, so that was horrible to deal with, and I feel super horrible about it. So I don't want to go through that situation again. And for future reference, like I said, if you guys want to, you guys technically don't have to. I'd rather you guys not even send me anything. I feel weird asking people for stuff. So if you guys feel it in yourselves to go ahead and send me anything, go ahead and reach out. But again, please make it to where either I can keep it or I can go ahead and give it away or something like that. Just because I don't want to have to deal with that awkwardness of, waiting to see if you get your stuff back, Other than that, this was the Para 3, guys. Awesome knife. I will leave an affiliate link down in the description if you guys want to go ahead and check it out. And if you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Give me a follow on Instagram as well. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Later.